And breaking tonight, Shanghai has reported a new high of over 27,000 coronavirus cases, even though its 25 million residents have been shut in their homes for the past 2 weeks under one of the world's harshest lockdowns. The formerly bustling city now resembles a post-apocalyptic hellscape as the Chinese government brutally pursues a zero-COVID policy, with starving residents locked indoors, cars banned from the streets and hysterical daily testing. Food and liberty-starved residents have been taken to the streets in harrowing scenes, but despite the desperate pleas, the government is pushing on, warning that anyone who violates COVID-19 lockdown rules will be dealt with strictly. And the insanity goes even further, with anyone who tests positive, symptomatic or not, bundled away to these dystopian makeshift quarantine camps across the city. Well, one woman who fell foul of this terrible situation is Jane Polubotko, a Ukrainian national who has lived in Shanghai for 9 years. She's been forced into one of these facilities. She's going to join us live from there in just a minute. But first, take a look at some exclusive footage inside that she's filmed for us.
Over there we have the main entrance where people come in inside. And over there we have the main gates that are usually used in the peaceful times to get in and out. You can see that people they decided to create kind of walls around, so they put these blankets. These are water dispensers. This is where we get our hot water and drinking water. The bathroom area. It's not. It's for both, for women and men. There's no separation. This is where people usually do laundry, where girls wash their hair, where people wash their faces. Because as you can see, there's really a lot of those transportable toilets, and you also have the stationary toilets. So yeah.
Well, Jane joins me live from that very camp, and we're also joined by Mark Dolan, who has been diligently reporting on this barbaric zero-COVID policy right from the start of the pandemic. Jane, give me an update. What's it like inside, and how long are you going to have to be there?
Hello. I've been here 19 days. Today is the 19th day, and it's not great, of course. It's not the best experience because we locked up in this huge building with around 4,000 people inside. Luckily, half of the people left, but unfortunately, I'm not one of them. But hopefully I'm going to leave soon. There is no clear communication on how long we have to stay. And government released, just recently, they confirmed the specific, how many COVID tests we have to have, how many COVID negative tests we have to have in a row to be able to leave this place. So I'm really hoping within this next 2-3 days, I'll be out of here.
Mark Dolan, this is insanity, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, zero COVID is a spectrum, Dan, and we've all had a version of it inflicted upon us. But the Chinese have taken it to a new level. And it's a reminder of how cruel and vicious this regime is and how bonkers they are, Dan, because this won't work. We've seen countries that have pursued zero COVID and eventually the virus catches up with populations. This is a tyrannical regime and they're doing their very worst in the name of health and safety.
Jane, once you're released, do you intend on staying in China, given the draconian nature of this policy?
So first of all, once I'm released from this place, I have to do a self-quarantine for 7 days. So, it's not really, it's not exactly next to freedom. So yeah, we have to do self-quarantine at home for 7 days. And then, no, of course, I have a lot of thoughts to, I was thinking of, even before the zero COVID, I was thinking that I haven't seen my family for 2 years, actually, because of the zero COVID policy.
Of course.
It was really difficult to fly in and out of the country, plus given the fact what Ukraine is going on
through. Jane, I know, and keep us posted because we want to make sure that you get out of there safely. So we'll speak to you again next week. And of course, Mark Dolan, I'm sure, will be on this story over the next 3 nights when he's here at 9 p.m. on GB News.